the world stands at the precipice of a new era in warfare, defined by hypersonic missiles. These weapons, traveling at speeds exceeding Mach 5, represent a paradigm shift in military technology. Their unprecedented velocity and maneuverability render traditional defense systems obsolete, altering the global balance of power. Hypersonic missiles can penetrate existing air defense networks, leaving little time for detection or interception. Their unpredictable flight paths make them incredibly difficult to track and target, granting them a significant tactical advantage. The emergence of hypersonic weapons has sparked a global arms race, with major powers investing heavily in their development and deployment. Adding fuel to this volatile mix is Iran's claim of developing its own hypersonic missile, the Fattah. This announcement sent shockwaves through the international community, particularly in the Middle East. Iran's pursuit of hypersonic capabilities is viewed as a significant escalation in its military ambitions. The Fattah, according to Iranian officials, boasts a range of up to 1,400 kilometers and can reach speeds of Mach 13 to 15. If accurate, the Fattah would place Iran in an exclusive club of nations with hypersonic technology, altering the balance of power in the Middle East. However, skepticism remains about the veracity of Iran's claims, with some experts suggesting the Fattah may not yet be operational. Western analysts have expressed reservations about Iran's claims regarding the Fattah missile. While acknowledging Iran's history of developing ballistic missiles, some experts question whether the country can produce a truly hypersonic weapon. Skepticism stems from the complexity of hypersonic technology, requiring advanced materials, propulsion systems, and guidance mechanisms. Some analysts suggest Iran may have exaggerated its capabilities for propaganda purposes. Despite skepticism, even a rudimentary hypersonic capability in Iran's arsenal could pose a significant threat to regional stability. The international community remains divided on how to address Iran's hypersonic ambitions, with some advocating for increased sanctions and others for dialogue. Iran's entry into the hypersonic arena is part of a larger trend, the intensifying global competition for hypersonic dominance. The United States, Russia, and China are locked in a high-stakes race to develop and deploy the most advanced hypersonic weapons systems. Each nation seeks to outpace its rivals, believing that superiority in hypersonic weapons will confer a decisive edge in future conflicts. The United States is investing heavily in hypersonic research, developing glide vehicles and cruise missiles. Russia has already fielded several types of hypersonic missiles, including the Avangard and Kinzhal. These systems are designed to overcome missile defenses and give Russia a strategic advantage in any potential conflict. The pursuit of hypersonic weapons is particularly concerning in the Middle East, a region already rife with tensions. The introduction of hypersonic missiles could exacerbate existing rivalries and increase the risk of miscalculation and escalation. Israel, viewing Iran as an existential threat, is particularly wary of Tehran's hypersonic ambitions. The prospect of Iranian hypersonic missiles striking Israeli territory has raised alarm bells in Tel Aviv. Israel is believed to be developing its own hypersonic capabilities, including the Arrow 4 missile defense system. However, the effectiveness of such systems against highly maneuverable hypersonic weapons remains to be seen. The potential for a hypersonic arms race in the Middle East is a deeply worrying development. The escalating tensions in the Middle East are not merely hypothetical. Recent missile exchanges between Iran and Israel serve as a stark reminder of the volatile security environment. In recent years, there have been numerous instances of missile strikes and retaliatory attacks between Israel and Iranian-backed forces in Syria. While these incidents have not yet involved hypersonic weapons, they highlight the fragility of peace in the region. Israel has repeatedly struck Iranian targets in Syria to prevent the transfer of advanced weaponry to Hezbollah. The introduction of hypersonic missiles into this mix would significantly raise the stakes, increasing the likelihood of miscalculation and unintended escalation. The advent of hypersonic missiles represents a fundamental shift in the nature of warfare. The unprecedented speed and maneuverability of these weapons render traditional air defense systems largely ineffective. In this new era of hypersonic warfare, speed becomes the ultimate weapon. The ability to strike quickly and decisively could prove decisive in future conflicts. This has profound implications for the balance of power, as nations with hypersonic capabilities gain a significant advantage. The emergence of hypersonic weapons also raises questions about the future of deterrence. The speed and surprise element of hypersonic strikes could undermine traditional deterrence, making preemptive attacks more likely. The international community faces the daunting task of negotiating new arms control agreements to regulate hypersonic weapons and prevent a destabilizing arms race. The emergence of hypersonic missiles necessitates a re-evaluation of traditional deterrence strategies. The speed and decisiveness of these weapons could upend the doctrine of mutually assured destruction, MAD. Hypersonic missiles could embolden states to believe they could achieve their objectives without suffering unacceptable consequences. To maintain stability, new deterrence frameworks must be established, focusing on enhancing communication and transparency. Open dialogues about hypersonic capabilities can help reduce the risk of miscalculation and prevent accidental escalation. International cooperation on developing norms and rules governing hypersonic weapons is crucial for a stable international order. The proliferation of hypersonic missiles marks a pivotal moment in the evolution of warfare and global security. These weapons have the potential to reshape the geopolitical landscape, heighten tensions, and increase the risk of conflict. As more nations acquire hypersonic capabilities, the international community faces a critical challenge: how to manage this destabilizing technology. Addressing this challenge requires diplomacy, arms control, and a reassessment of traditional deterrence strategies. Failure to address the challenges posed by hypersonic missiles could lead to a more dangerous and unpredictable world. The future of global security may depend on the ability of nations to work together